Astral Tequila is the official house tequila of Dear Media. And honestly, whether you're looking to keep it classic or shaking things up, there's really no wrong way to enjoy an Astral margarita. My absolute favorite kind has been a blood orange or just a basic orange margarita, add in maybe a little bit of lemon. For me, it's just very fresh, refreshing, citrusy. All it takes is a little bit of Astral tequila, a big ice cube, and fresh orange juice. How simple is that? Like, I'm simple. I'm simple. We also love Astral tequila, especially when every sip supports Astral's mission to build homes in Jalisco, Mexico. Each bottle of Astral tequila produced helps continue the cycle of giving back. And after the tequila making process, the leftover agave fibers are upcycled into adobe bricks, which are then used to help build homes for the local community in Jalisco, Mexico. How incredible is that? So order it at the bar or make it at home and just feel good about choosing Astral as your new house tequila. Astral is affordable, great tasting tequila that mixes beautifully into just about any type of cocktail, especially a margarita. It's complex yet smooth with notes of citrus, clover honey, white pepper, and tropical fruit. I'm stocking up this summer and making it my go-to. For me, also, when I'm entertaining, and we are right now, we have my brother-in-law in town. It's like fun to be a hostess and act like a little hotel and have like a custom little cocktail ready for him. So we did that and it was a hit, and I'm just excited to be able to have this and use this and host with this summer and make lots of sort of fun cocktails, serve with some chips and fresh guac. It's just like going to be my summer go-to, and we're a tequila family. So House Marg Summer is here. Time to stock up. Go to www.astraltequila.com to find a straw near you. And don't forget the limes. Please enjoy responsibly. Astral Tequila, 40% alcohol per volume. Diageo, New York, New York. Let's go. Let's go. Welcome to With Whit. Welcome to date night. Welcome to me. Date night with Whit.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Thank you for being here today. It's a beautiful day in Los Angeles today. I realize that I start a lot of my solo episodes, a lot of everything that I do, like in this very performative voice. And Timmy and I were talking about how usually when I'm recording, it takes me like 5 to 7 to 10 minutes to warm up, where I actually feel like myself and sound more normal and not so blabbery.
Yeah, once you get out of the beginning phase, no hate to the beginning phase. You just flow so nicely and your thoughts are so well composed and lead into one another so well. I was very impressed.
He was listening to a piece of content that I was editing for Whitney Forever, which if you're not subscribed to, you should be.
Honestly, I don't know what you're doing with your life.
It's bonus content and made in Chelsea reaction videos. So
I mean, don't stop listening to this podcast right now. But as soon as you're done with this podcast, like, go get even more fucking content.
That's what you should be doing with your time.
That's what I would be doing with my time. It's been a long day. It's been a great day. It's been a great 2 days. I don't know about you guys, but when we have like a guest come over or we're hosting, we like use that as like the catalyst to organize, not just clean, but really organize our house. My brother is coming this weekend. And so we've been organizing the house, and Whit made a big batch of margaritas, right?
Sure
You can tell him
did.
what you made, but like we're going to have a drink right now and unwind.
I'm really excited.
Normally we don't drink with you guys.
We don't do
but
this.
Let's do it.
I know. I felt like I wanted to take a little bit of the edge off. It's a beautiful afternoon. We have these gorgeous oranges. And so why not make a delicious California?
I don't know what the drink is. But that's the surprise.
Okay. You can name it once I serve it.
Okay.
Think California, think citrus, think bright, think refreshing.
Okay. Spring in a glass?
So I
Whoa.
squeeze. I feel like I should
You
look,
squozed?
We squozed.
Cheers
We
to blend.
squeezed.
Yeah, cheers to blend.
And all I did honestly was just squeeze the oranges, put in a splash of the Astral and 3 cubes of ice, and that was it. Honestly, what makes it look fancy is the little orange slice. I really wanted to find edible flowers because I've been watching Meghan Markle, her Netflix series, and she does so much with just simple edible flowers. And I wanted to do a little sprinkle of something in there, but next time.
I'll imagine it.
Cheers, babe.
Sounds delicious. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers to Glenn.
Thanks, Astral. No, stop.
I mean, that's amazing.
It's amazing, right? I think that this should actually be a new thing. Whenever we have a guest in town,
New specialty cocktail for them?
Yes, we have a specialty cocktail when they arrive. I mean, that's kind of amazing.
Okay.
How
that's not
happy
bad.
would you be if someone had that for you and you walked in? It's like you're walking into a luxury hotel.
It is really nice. Winnie likes to put the slippers and robe on the bed, and like that is such a nice touch. Like my mom and sister have been like, that's so nice.
I try. That guest bedroom is
It's
not the
wonderful.
most comfortable. We have this guest bedroom in this house, which like moonlights as an office / closet. And so like every time someone comes over to stay, I have to like shove
Right, you have
everything
to, like,
into the
transform
garage.
it.
And then I get self-conscious that it's just not a nice, comfy, cozy guest room.
It is. Let's go to the new segment that we added in honor of our new Astral drinks.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. Woo woo. Party moments of the week.
All right. So, what was your party moment of the week?
My party moment of the week was
Because we like to party. Like, just real quick about this segment. Like, we're not always staying in and cooking and doing boring stuff. Like, sometimes we're going out and being social and like celebrating.
That's very true. We had a friend's birthday at the Magic Castle, and I think that
Popular.
that was what we're popular
Yeah,
for
we're
having friends, or the Magic Castle's popular.
We're popular for having friends.
Yeah, we're super popular. We were like one of 2 couples invited to this 43rd birthday bash at the Magic Castle. And that was fun. We had 1 cocktail, which was more than enough for me. I feel like
no, I had
you had 2 doubles
at dinner.
Yeah.
But then no more. Nobody really wanted to drink after that. We saw one show, which was pretty good. Did you like those British?
The Conjurers.
The Conjurers.
The Conjurers who have a show in Vegas. They were okay. I was a little bit bored. They were okay, but honestly, the standout was El Ropo, obviously,
you
for
liked
his
El Ropo the
personality and
best.
just like his shtick. I just think making that into a shtick is really funny. He did rope tricks. He made knots. He made them disappear. He had funny jokes to go along with it.
Yeah.
You know.
He was wearing a microphone with like a speaker attached to his
Yeah.
belly. He was 75 years old and had a lot of like dry humor. He was great. And then The Mentalist, guess what I wrote down? Wrote down a place that I used to go to in high school, put it in an envelope. He put it on a table, and then he wrote down what I wrote down. Maybe he saw me right. I don't know.
Knowing nothing about Timmy, like we weren't even scheduled to go to the show too. It's not like he could do any kind of research or anything. Like we walked into a random room and this guy was about to start a show. But that was crazy. I think the only way he could have known is if he like watched you write it and could read your writing, which he seemed like
Can people do that?
he
Can
could
anyone out there
train
do
to
that?
do. Yes,
Think anyone
definitely.
listening to this podcast
I think so.
has that skill?
I think so.
You think there's a mentalist listening to the podcast?
Yes. Or someone knows a mentalist, then they're going to send this to them.
Fine.
Or someone knows someone that knows a mentalist.
Mhm.
You know, the layers of knowing someone.
The 6 degrees of separation.
It's going to happen for us here.
All right. What was my party moment? Are we done with your
Wait,
party
no, I
moment?
have another one that happens every week, but I make sure to fit it in, is just like blasting music in my car
And
no, and blasting music in my car and just like jamming out and singing and windows rolled down and just like trying to make eye contact with people.
Windows rolled
Yeah.
down? Good for
Fully.
you.
Yeah. Oh my God. There's so much of me that doesn't give a shit what other people think.
Yeah,
Like the
I like that
majority
part.
of me is like that. I can make you more. Well, there's a whole batch in the fridge, freshly squeezed,
I mean, the
slaved.
oranges are amazing. Great drink.
Tequila's delish,
Yeah,
right?
I mean, it mixes really well. I had that moment also. I was in the
That's
car
fun.
yesterday, and I've decided Bob Marley is my #1 favorite artist. And I haven't listened to him in a while, and I put on Bob Marley in the car, but I had the windows rolled up, and I was like singing at the top of my lungs. All right. You had
What,
2 party moments. Wonderful.
what do you think of this new view, guys? I hope a lot of you are watching this. It's really fun to watch it. We have new mic covers. We're in our dining room
Yeah.
that faces into our kitchen.
We make
I look like I have
jokes.
dark hair again.
We make jokes about what like what you might be seeing, like my face
Like
and my
visual
shirt. Yeah, jokes
jokes.
that won't land.
But
Oh,
also, if you're listening to
yes.
this in the car, we love you too.
It's
And we hope
great.
that you're having,
The
or
way
a
it's meant to
walk or a
be.
skateboard or whatever you do while you're listening to this. Okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Do you hear this? That is the sound of toasty, delicious granola, soon to be topped with fruit. Purely Elizabeth makes amazing granolas, oatmeals, and cereals intentionally crafted with superfood ingredients, and their granolas are my new morning favorite. Purely Elizabeth has a ton of granola flavors to choose from, like chocolate sea salt, blueberry hemp, vanilla almond butter, and my personal favorite, which is the original ancient grain granola. It's made with organic oats and amazing ancient grains and superfood seeds like chia, quinoa, and amaranth. The delicious crunchy clusters are sweet, salty, and filling without weighing you down. Plus, they're certified USDA organic. All of their products are certified gluten-free, contain no artificial flavors, and they have tons of non-GMO, vegan, and keto-friendly options too. The founder, Elizabeth, is a certified holistic nutrition counselor and health coach. She started this journey in her own kitchen, wanting to create obsession-worthy foods that are both good for you and absolutely nothing short of delicious. Anyways, so yum. Delicious morning, noon, and night. It's just like a great snack. Grab a handful at any time of the day, and Sonny loves it too. It's a perfect snack for him. Taste the obsession for yourself and visit purelyelizabeth.com and use code WITHWIT at checkout for 20% off. That's purelyelizabeth.com with code WITHWIT at checkout. I'm so excited that this podcast is sponsored by the RealReal, the best place to shop authenticated luxury bags, clothing, watches, and so much more. I have been on a little bit of a Fendi kick lately when it comes to bags, like the baguette, but let's be real. My wallet has boundaries. That is why I love browsing the RealReal. It's just a total treasure hunt. And with 10,000 new items added every day, the thrill is real. And pro tip, their daily drops hit at 10 a.m. and 7 p.m. Eastern time. So set your alarms if you want first dibs. It is just the greatest place. Like, you guys know how much I love vintage. And I also love being able to sell on the RealReal because I can turn pieces I'm done with into credit for something fresh and new to me. It's honestly like guilt-free shopping with a sustainable twist. And speaking of sustainability, the RealReal has already rehomed over 37 million authenticated luxury items. How amazing is that? Instead of creating more, they're helping extend the life of what already exists. The RealReal is the world's largest and most trusted resource for authenticated luxury resale. With thousands of new arrivals daily, no one does resale like the RealReal. And now get $25 off your first purchase when you go to therealreal.com/wit. That's therealreal.com/wit to get your $25 off. Start shopping now at therealreal.com/wit. So let's get into
My party moment.
Yeah. Oh,
I
right.
love
We haven't
you.
even moved past that.
Yeah. Well, I guess the most significant party was my 25th high school reunion.
Oh, right.
Which was wonderful. Whitney was going to New York for Jess Jones's shower. Should we wait for this helicopter?
Sure, since we have the doors open.
Hey, Anna T.
Deep breath time.
That's lovely.
Lovely. You know, sorry not to cut you off again, but there's a few minute meditation. We added a 5-minute clip series to this where you can just watch little 5-minute clips of the podcast. And I had a meditation specialist on a couple weeks ago, and she did a meditation for us, and it's its own video. So I was just saying, you guys should go watch that because she's amazing.
I want to go watch that.
Yeah,
I'm off
her
my
voice
meditation
is
game.
so relaxing. All right, your party moment. Let's get into it.
High school reunion. New York. You were there. I was there. Took a class with an old teacher. Had 2 correct answers.
That's
That like
awesome.
I don't know. Like he didn't get like recognized for the good answers. Maybe I didn't speak up loud enough. So during the reception, I went up to him and I was like, just so you know, like I don't know if you heard me, but
I had the right answer.
I had
Was it
2
not
correct answers, and like I want to make sure it's reflected in my class participation grade because that's where I feel like I excelled.
was it not a raising your hand situation?
No, it was not. It was like he would ask a question to the room, and like most people like wanted to stay pretty quiet, but then like if someone knew, they would just talk.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it was like free flowing conversational style.
Okay.
And it was a big success. I had a great time.
That's cute that class participation is your thing because we were told that that's Sonny's thing too, that he's always raising his hand.
Really?
Yeah, remember in one of his parent-teacher meetings?
Yes,
Yeah.
totally. Actually, he needed to like tamp it down.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was great, and we had a really nice time. Should we go into Sonny?
Yeah, let's talk about
I
Sonny.
mean, yeah, we brought him up. That's called transition.
I'm trying to do this new thing with Sonny that Timmy sent me on Instagram yesterday. It's this thing where when you ask them to do something, you wait 8 seconds until you say anything or remind them. And it was saying that kids' responses are innately slower than ours. So we have to give them the amount of time to think about what they have to do to get the thing done that we're asking them to do. So we tried it a few times yesterday. It seemed to work. This morning, it didn't really work with the getting the clothes on. But that's like my biggest thing with him right now. My biggest frustration is just the not listening and me having to repeat myself and then me turning from like fun mom into like
Annoyed.
a bad mood mom.
Right.
And then he gets upset and sensitive.
Right. It's like we can't be expected to ask the same thing over and over again and not be affected by it.
Yeah,
You
I
know
mean,
what I
the
mean? Like, it
patient
is
parenting,
annoying.
right? The patient parents out there and this whole like calm parenting is to just like say it calmly and just like kind of keep repeating it until they listen.
Yeah.
But I tried this thing with him last night where it was like I asked him to choose books and then I waited 8 seconds. He didn't choose them. Then I went, like
Right.
that. And he started to look and then got distracted. And then I did it again. And then he did it.
That's pretty good.
But that was good.
Yeah, he's
Like,
getting better. I mean, normally that picking books situation, it'll go until I'm like, Sonny, like no books then.
right. Which we
Definitely
don't
not
ever
doing the
really
right
want to
thing out there.
do. No, I mean, we've always talked about with the negotiation, giving him a positive option instead of taking something away. But
Instead of patient parenting, I'm thinking about escalating aggression parenting. Now, Sonny is great. And like, I think, we're trying to do the best we can. I'm sure we're not hitting the mark on everything, but it doesn't bother me because like if you take a step back and like look at Sonny and like who he is, and we're so proud of him that like I do always like say we are doing a good job just by looking at him. If we miss here and there on something, we're not going to beat ourselves up.
I completely agree. Like for me, it's like, is he annoying? No. Are his teachers calling me all the time with issues at school? No.
Can he tie his shoes? No.
I'm like, that's it. Like he's nice. He's like a stand-up kid in school and
Knows how to read.
yeah.
Like, great.
Like,
Congrats.
congrats.
Yeah.
We did our job.
Yeah. Fuck off. Like, you're the world now. He took a shower by himself the other day. It was amazing.
Yeah, that's those like mature moves are starting to get funny and how he like wants to wear his hair brushed forward.
Oh,
It's like,
man.
oh my God. And he also has his 2 front teeth missing right now, which is just such a funny look. And I want to really capture this moment, like solidify.
Yeah.
So that's Sonny.
He's wonderful. Let's do some pop culture palate cleansing. Okay. I need it.
Pop culture palette cleanser.
The Met Gala happened.
Yeah.
Real Housewives of New York got canceled.
Yeah. It's kind of slow news.
Slow news is no news. What else is going on? Does the Knicks
You just did like
count?
such a Tommy Boy move. The Knicks count and like all the celebs at the Knicks game counts.
Okay.
The Knicks have like a big celeb fan base, huh? Like what's Kendall and Kylie aren't even from New York. Is
think they-
Timothy Chalamet?
I think they get free tickets.
Right, but they're like so like New York, baby.
Well, Timothy Chalamet is from New York.
Okay, so that's
And then
why.
I didn't know if you knew this, but he's dating Kylie Jenner.
Yeah,
Do you know
I do.
Kylie Jenner?
I ship them.
She's from the Kardashians.
Right.
and they're
era.
dating.
Yeah.
And then I think Kendall and Timothy Chalamet
Are the more likely duo?
are like have a thing for each other.
Oh, I don't.
You know what I'm basing this off of? Nearly nothing, but not nothing. All right. Have you guys seen the video of Timothy Chalamet and Kylie at the tennis?
Yes.
Kendall walks over and distracts Timothy, and then Kylie gets like extra handsy with him. And there's like a lip reader who did it, and he was like, "We gotta watch the points, the points, the points." They're on shrooms, I guarantee it. And she's like peeking, and he's like kind of annoyed by her and like distracted by Kendall. Anyway, I'm pretty positive that's what's going on. I know it. But the Knicks have been a major pop culture moment for us. Been so exciting to watch all the games. Yes, they have a ton of celebrities. I think all those celebrities get to go for free. I don't know.
I messaged them for you yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, I was like,
sick.
I would love to take my husband to a game.
Well, my best friend, diehard Knicks fan Ben Lyons, got to sit courtside, like in and amongst all the old players, because our hero from our high school, Jamal Lassane, he was the best basketball player, is like the COO of MSG or something, in charge of like all the like non-sports stuff, like all the entertainment, all the celebrities, like all that shit. And
That's so cool.
Gets these seats, he said, which are like $20,000 seats. Whatever.
And if like no one takes them,
no,
then
he gets them. Someone's
okay.
always going to take them. He gets to decide, and I don't know who he normally brings, but he told Ben, he was like, "I need a real Knick fan like this time."
That's
like,
really sweet.
Yeah, it was like a real defining moment for Ben. I'm really happy he
Oh
got
my
to have
God,
it. And then the Knicks
cute.
won an amazing game, and
he looked epic. Ben,
Yeah.
he was like in full Knicks.
Here's a picture for
toe.
YouTube people.
Now that summer is officially within reach, I've started the countdown, and yes, I'm already deep in vacation daydream mode. Lately, one place that keeps popping into my mind on repeat is Aruba. So Aruba is calling me, and I cannot wait to bring Sonny and make it an epic family trip, one of those vacations that just become a forever core memory. Aruba isn't just about dreamy beaches, although shout out to Eagle Beach for being named TripAdvisor's best beach of 2025, a huge deal given how many amazing beaches there are in the world. I have to go. Everyone I know who has been to Aruba says the same thing. They come back glowing. There's this feeling, something calm, joyful, even a little transformative that seems to stay with you long after you've left. Aruba has the sunniest skies in the Caribbean, warm breezes, and clear blue water you'll want to float in all day. But what makes it truly special is how deeply the locals care for the island, and visitors are invited to do the same. There's this beautiful give and take energy, which is why they say when you love Aruba, it loves you back. And I believe it. I have to go, but I believe it. Aruba feels like that rare place that fills you up, brings your family closer, and helps you actually unplug. So if you're daydreaming and plotting your next getaway, maybe this is your sign. Let's both finally go. Plan your next trip at aruba.com. You know those super stubborn dark spots that just won't go away no matter what you try? I have two specifically on my left cheek. Well, let me put you onto something that's actually been working. Caudalie's iconic Vino Perfect Serum. This isn't just another serum making empty promises. It's clinically proven to reduce dark spots by 63% after just one bottle, and it's effective on all types of dark spots caused by sun, acne, and pregnancy. Caudalie products are special for so many reasons. One of them is that they are made from grapes. The skincare geniuses at Caudalie tapped into the natural power of grapes and created patented formulas for their amazing products. I love the way all the Caudalie formulas feel on my face and how they smell, how they settle into your skin just so perfectly rather than feel like there's a layer sitting on top of your skin. The Vino Perfect Serum has been a dark spot specialist for 20 years and offers a gentle yet powerful solution that's 62 times more effective than vitamin C for brightening and evening out skin tone. And the proof is really in the numbers. One bottle is sold globally every 15 seconds. I've used Vino Perfect for a couple years now. It's worked wonders on my skin spots, and I love the effect it has on my skin tone too. If you already use Caudalie products, then you know they are the most luxurious and effective formulas. Transform your complexion with Caudalie's iconic Vino Perfect serum, available at Sephora and Caudalie.com. I don't have a pop culture palette cleanser. Like, I guess I'm upset that Real Houses of New York City isn't happening. Like, why can't they just get their shit together? Like, just recast it. How difficult could it be? You know, there's a few that are great. There are some that aren't. Like, I don't know. Was it that bad? Were the ratings that bad?
I guess
Pull
the
it
ratings
together.
were bad. Was the show that bad? It didn't seem like
Any worse than any other season?
no,
Yeah.
no, I
Like
don't
at
know.
the end with Uba and Bryn.
They had major beef.
Yeah, that was like a huge fight at the end.
Who
But
knows what metrics are being, other than the ratings, are being used to judge if a season is successful or not. I'm finding these shows sort of
harder to watch.
harder to watch. The formula of activity, hit beats, activity, hit beats, activity, hit beats is. I'm ready. I like drama. I like real drama. I just need a
For something
different
fresh.
format.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because they've been doing it for 20 years and now it's wearing off like that. It lasted for a long time.
I know.
it's
I
wearing
get
off.
it. I feel the same way too. I do think Summer House has it a little bit different where like
It
they're
does.
filming that whole weekend. So it feels different. And I like
no,
the
no.
hidden camera
It,
aspect.
it
Yeah.
has a completely different format and I really appreciate it. Never watched Summer House until a few episodes recently. And like people are just different when they relax.
When they relax
And
and when they're
forget.
living with each other in the same house and when cameras with people behind them aren't in your face. Like
Yeah.
if there's just a camera right there and you forget about it and everyone just wants to see everyone in their natural habitat or anyone
That's the
in
whole
their natural
point
habitat.
of these reality shows.
Yeah.
And like budgeting has made it so people don't film round the clock. And so when you're filming at specific times, you have to make sure you get the story you need. Otherwise, you'll be in the edit without the footage to make a show. So they sit down, they do an activity, and they hit beats that producers tell them to hit. Otherwise, they can't ensure that they're going to have a show to make.
Right. I know. Yeah.
But or you take a risk and like do it the Summer House way or some hybrid version, or you pay the money and just film them all the time and go through the footage and you will find the story. Like it'll definitely be there. That's the way the real world used to do it. Miss those days.
Miss those days.
All right. Well, pop culture is great, but we can't spend too much time on it because it's just a palate cleanser.
Right. It's not
between
worth so much of our
courses.
energy. Exactly.
What was the best thing you ate last week? Speaking of main course.
The best thing I ate.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first.
I'm not going to tell you the best thing I had. I'm going to tell you the worst thing I had.
Love that.
Speaking of fresh formats. JG Mellon's is my favorite restaurant of all time, you could say. I mean, I think it's the best cheeseburger I've ever had. Up until I had Au Cheval in Chicago, which like I couldn't eat every day. JG Mellon's is the best. Anyone who goes to New York, I'm always like, go to JG Mellon's, got a great vibe. And it wasn't good. I sent my burger back twice.
It's really upsetting. Did you talk to anybody there?
I wasn't like gonna get into the nitty gritty of like why it had gone so downhill. I talked to another guy who loves it, and he went the day after I went and said it was bomb and like give it another try, blah blah blah. But I don't know. Sad.
I'm so sorry.
Sad.
I mean, I had a good thing. My best thing
should.
was my bacon, egg, and cheese on a bagel from this little market down the street from the Manor Hotel on Thompson in Soho. It was just very basic, but so delicious. And basic can be very delicious, as we know.
One of the nicest things about a New York bacon, egg, and cheese is that you can get a very consistent one across delis around the city.
I would
If
do
you
well with that.
find a deli with a certain look, it's going to taste the same as the other one and it's great.
I could tell. I don't know what it is,
I
like what
do.
the look is, but I could tell
Oh.
what deli is going to be good.
You can tell. If you go in and it feels more like candy, cigarette heavy, you're not going to get bacon, egg, and cheese.
But if
It
there's
just
some
feels
good
more
looking fresh food,
like fruit or even
pasta salad.
hot bar, which is disgusting, but hot bar often
Disgusting.
indicates there's a grill in the back to make a bacon,
that
egg,
there's
and
fresh,
cheese.
yeah, there's fresh food and a hot grill to make something.
I would actually say there's an inverse ratio to the amount of stuff that they sell and the quality of the bacon, egg, and cheese. Meaning, the less stuff they sell, the better the bacon, egg, and cheese will be. If you go into a deli and there's a billion things there, they're overlooking the bacon, egg, and cheese. But if you go into a small one, they're pretty much only making bacon, egg, and cheeses. You know they're gonna make
The delis with all that food out everywhere
are disgusting, and the people who eat at them should go to prison for life. Name an item from a hot bar that you've had.
I like orange
I
chicken.
knew it. But say where the hot bar is.
Oh, I like the hot bar at Gelson's. I like the hot bar at Bristol's. Like, I like a hot bar at a luxury grocery store.
Are we calling those places luxury grocery stores?
What's the other word for it?
I would say
Boutique grocer
no.
or
I wouldn't elevate them that high. I would say upper middle tier grocery store.
Okay.
Just to be factual.
So they're food bars at these upper middle tier supermarkets that we go to. But other than that, I don't really eat much hot food stuff. I eat the breakfast sausage links at the hot bar at the United Lounge at LAX when I'm desperate and I know that I need protein before getting on a flight. Like, I'll do that, you know?
You're just giving people a full idea of like what hot bar items you will and won't eat. All right, I'm going to move us on unless there's more.
No, we're good. We're good on food. Oh, wait, no, but I did want to give a shout out to the Manor Hotel because they were a great hotel and an amazing location. It was so nice to stay downtown in Soho there.
And comfortable.
Very comfortable. Room was cozy. The bathroom was beautiful. Really, really like nice service, welcoming every time we came in. And
it was
highly recommend it. Something on my mind. All right. Well, something on my mind right now. We're planning our summer right now, trying to figure out what we want to do, what our little guy wants to do, where we want to go, how much we can actually travel with the dog, how much we want to save and like not travel so much and be responsible adults and think about our future. My neck is killing me, actually.
No.
It's okay. How's your back, by the way? I bet everyone's dying to know. Timmy's back was out for a good while. I feel like you're in a good place. Like, you found some really good experts. Maybe you want to share them because they really did help you.
Sure. I'm at 90%. Like, I can move around. I probably can't bend all the way over, but like, yeah, 90% way better. I feel like my problem is super common, especially for men out there, but I have like minor bulges in 2 discs in my spine. Super minor, so minor that like I've had people tell me if anyone were to come in here, you would see that like their discs move. Like, one of them is on a nerve ending, which like sounds really bad, but it just, I think it makes it hurt a little more. It's not like someone is like tooth in your nerve in your tooth touching it the whole time. It's not like that unless you like bend the wrong way. Anyway, what happens is I start feeling weak down my leg, and then my back goes out. Whatever that means.
Right. Like, you don't have any strength to like move it or.
Right. So what I think happens is like the discs move over onto the nerve. The nerve is like, and then the muscles are like, you know, like, we'll protect you.
Yeah.
And like every muscle
tightens up around it.
Tightens up.
Right.
And then I can't use them.
Right.
So like my piriformis muscle, which like wraps around your hip, is like the main one.
This seems very common, right?
Everyone was like, this is so treatable and so common. So went to New York, went to a chiropractor who like, I guess in theory gets like the discs in the right place.
Spring Street Chiropractic.
Yeah, he was great. Great guy. Loved him. And then I went to a
acupuncturist.
Thank you. And you know what's going to be on the weakest link and you're going to crush?
Oh my God, I hope so. I haven't heard back.
They better email you back.
They asked me if I wanted to be on it and I said yes, and I'm waiting for the next steps.
I want you to be on it. The acupuncturist like would poke a needle into the muscle and then like go up and down, and he was saying like I'm like overstimulating the muscle so that it like shuts off and then like reboots.
Interesting.
It felt crazy, but it all helped. I also would all help, but I was wondering if I was just getting better.
Like as time went on.
Right?
But you
But still,
Yeah.
yeah. And then we came back home and I found this like massage guy who used to be a chiropractor who says like chiropractory
Yeah, is like
isn't,
witchcraft.
he was like, it isn't the end all be all.
I don't
And
believe that it is either. I do think that there's a lot of like muscle therapy that needs to happen too, and muscle strengthening.
so that's mostly what he did. He
Yeah.
like massaged the muscles, like the fascia, you know, which like happens when it tenses up, and then gave me some exercises to like get my core stronger. So hopefully this happens less. I'm sorry for all the detail. I hope that helps some people.
No, I think that this is something that a lot of people deal with.
Maybe I could win some kind of humanitarian prize
for sharing your story.
Yeah, it's called being vulnerable. Okay. Now when we have to move things around the house, like people aren't even asking me to help out because they know I'm weak, and like being weak and sharing that puts you in a vulnerable place, which makes you courageous and actually a hero. My weakness is my heroism.
We were in New York. And he wasn't able to help me with bags, and like the drivers were
They were like, you piece
doing
of
it.
shit.
I feel like, yeah, they were looking at him.
And I was like, I'm so sorry. I don't have any cash on me. I'll get you next time. Which is the truth. I'm not being an asshole, but that's the truth.
Oh, man. You are really good about that, though. Like with the ballet in Washington, you went and got cash at the ATM and made sure.
I went, and where he told me to go was just an alley with 2 locked doors in it. And then I came back and Venmo'd him. He was so nice. We were like talking about my children.
He was so nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so
Everybody
I'm a
takes
hero.
Venmo.
I'm a charitable hero. I just want an award for it. Is there anything wrong with that? I just want everyone to know.
You just want a bottle of Astral Tequila.
We love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to us on your drive from the west side to the east side.
From the east side to the south side,
Yeah.
and the west side to the north side, and the north side to the east side.
What?
All of them. Now we shall eat.
Yeah. Cheers to Glenn.
Thanks, guys.
Peace in the streets.